Hey, what up, y'all? Planet the Fakes and Pink Star HH News. We had a protest of the protesters going on Oak Cliff. I guess this is Texas area. And there's a Black Lives Matter church, you could say. It's not a Black Lives Matter church, but it's a church that supports Black Lives Matter. And they were planning a defund the police rally at their church, I believe. And they wind up getting their defund the police rally crashed before it even started by Blue Lives Matter. Something around 3,000 Blue Lives Matter protests were guided to the church's parking lot, and they basically held down fort, and the defund the police rally couldn't take place. The man you see on the left is the pastor of the church. The man you see on the right is somebody from the Facebook comments that was taking a lot of heat. I'm gonna keep it 100. I've seen a number of protests where these white organizations reach out to the black organizations at the time of occurrences, and the black organizations deny dialogue with the white organizations. Me personally, I would dialogue with them. Believe it or not, I had my days of going to community meetings and things like that, protest as well. But I always dialogue because you want the other side to hear what you got to say, respond to it, and so you can respond back to clear up any confusion. And in a number of these protests and gatherings, it seems like the Black Lives Matter side refused to keep the bridges of communications open, and you're going to see that in this video. No, will you? No. But what happens is that one of the organizations that protested the protesters went on the Facebook and said he would love to speak to the pastor. I don't think the pastor looks at the Facebook post or whatever the case may be. But a lot of people was attacking the white organization for even commenting. And I don't know, I like dialogue because at the end of the day, it's not anti-police. It's anti-bad police. And until the police can police the police, you got to defund them. We got to take your money away because it looked like all that money is being used to defend bad cops. All that money is being used to train bad cops. All that money is being used for paramilitary equipment for bad cops. But I still find it ironic the protesters got protested against and they wanted police to stop the Blue Lives Matter game. In fact, the police were leading people into this private parking lot. Yes, the church's parking lot was a private property, but it's technicalities in it because I think it shares a parking lot or something like that. But 3,000 people that's anti your movement in your parking lot, is it a technique of intimidation? Or was it simply setting an example of how people feel when protesters show up to their places of business? That's what this video is about. Who's wrong, the protesters or the protesters that protest the protesters? Because Blue Lives Matter protested the protesters, which made it ironic. And also, they claimed that they had Confederate flags, Trump flags and things like that in the parking lot, which people felt was intimidating. They claimed they only raised their flags when they left the parking lot. As they were leaving, they raised their flags up. So y'all be the judge of that. Let me know who's wrong. The Black Lives Matter church for not being able to accept protesters the same way they protest and people got to accept them, or the Blue Lives Matters for bum rushing their private parking lot and interrupting, not even interrupting, they sabotaged their George Floyd defund the police rally. Let me know who's wrong. Planet of Fakes and Pigstar HH News. With that being said, what you heard and saw was the content. For additional content, click the link in the description. Like, follow, share, subscribe, comment, hit the bell, visit my community wall, and if you have time, go to www.amor-eka.com/TV. That's our Planet of the Fakes too. We are the new umbrella, Planet